All right, so here we are. Everything was good. He didn't really like how close this edge is to the, he just thinks it's a little too close. Just to be careful so you don't accidentally back off into that little kind of abyss there. There's a lot more room on this side over here. There's a little crack right here. It looks like somebody drove over it. Maybe the postman or a big truck maybe drove over that and cracked it. Everything on the outside looked pretty good. You can kind of see by the neighbor next door over there how far back the lot goes. Sod looked good. He liked the build quality. There's like this little piece of flashing right there. He said that's unusual to see that builders put that little kick out flashing on. He said everything looked pretty clean. Bait stations there. Your hurricane shutters are actually in the garage, or up in the attic, I should say. In the garage, the attic in the garage, I should say. This is your cable. Everything there was okay in your panel. Back there where that white pin is that you can see kind of off in the distance, right way back there, that looks like that's our property boundary line. You can kind of see where the neighbor is taking his all the way to the back there. On 4 windows, I guess. There's little dots right here on the window, and there's these scratches right here. We're not sure why those scratches are there. There's one here on this window. And then this window has one right here. A little hard to see it in the sunlight, but it's right here. And then there's another one right here where this dot is on this window. And one on the very front. We'll walk back around there and we'll look at it. But he said it looks like those are on the inside of the panes, not on the outside. Clean out, not sure. He was a little unsure about the clean out situation. He said that we need to get with the builder and to get the information on because you got to clean out there and a clean out here. And he was a little confused as to why you had 2 clean outs and why they're at different height levels. So we'll go back around to here. I forgot to point out this one window up here. It's right there. So you can kind of see it. This is where that little thing is, and the scratch kind of goes up like that. But he seemed to think that could possibly be on the inside. I noticed too there's a little bit of probably should be caulk on that. Because if you look kind of down in there, it doesn't look right. Not sure what the builder would say about that. I'll succumb to whatever the builder says. The 2 things probably that are going to be the biggest things that he found. Let's look at this one real quick while I'm in here. I don't know, maybe you can see that or not. I don't care. That little dot is right here, but there's like a scratch right there. But it doesn't appear as it's on inside. It doesn't appear it's on the outside. It seems like it's on the inside of that glass. Anyway, he wasn't sure about that. Let me see. Whoops. Turn my light on. Oh, sorry, it's right here. Okay, so everything in here looked pretty good. Wasn't anything crazy in here. Other than this right here, this is your dryer. And there's something either wrong with the dryer or something wrong with the way this is actually wired because of how it trips. And I'll let him explain it to you in the report. But there is something bad with this. It's either the dryer or this. And it'll be in the report so the builder can work on it. There is a little foundation nail right here they forgot to remove. Little crack in this garage concrete, which is not unusual. This pour is separate from that pour, which is separate from the porch pour. So these are all poured separately. So just because there's a crack here doesn't mean it's cracked over there. It just means it's cracked here. Let me see. What else? Oh, he didn't see any hurricane clips in this thing. It said it might be because Northern builders a lot of times will use structural bolts, but structural bolts don't cover for wind mitigation, and it may not affect you now because the insurance companies will usually let that go because it's a brand new construction, but eventually it may turn into a problem just because if you ever have to have a wind mitigation, they're going to show that you don't have hurricane clips, which is going to cause your insurance rates to go up. There's that dryer. Not sure what it's doing. He said it's probably either that there's a short in the dryer or the plug was wired wrong, which is why it's kicking like that. Refrigerator's there. All the appliances are here. Some minor stuff, not a lot. You know, like this piece right here just needs to be tightened down. It's for your soap. Nothing crazy major. You can kind of see over here the inside of that window. I mean, you can't. And it's kind of running right here. Probably hard to see on a video. And then over here, same thing. There's 2 dots. One here, which kind of goes this way, and then one over here, which kind of goes like this. So again, it's probably really hard to see on a video, but they are there. But everything looks pretty clean. They should be able to get the report and do whatever repairs they need to do. So overall, looks pretty clean. Looks like they did a good build job. So you'll get a full report. And then we can get that right over to the builder. You do have to, I think he sends you a link to pay for the report, and then he sends it to me and to you. And then as soon as he sends it, we'll get it right over to the builder. The builder will then be able to do whatever repairs they can affect. So I don't see a lot of imperfections in the paint or that sort of thing. So it looks pretty clean, but it does look good. I think overall it was a pretty clean report and a pretty clean build in general. There's some piddly little things that he kind of wrote up on the report, but nothing that the builder shouldn't be able to do the repairs on. So big things would be the dryer not working right as far as the circuit, and then which I'm sure he can get, the electrician can come out and get that repaired really quick. And then whatever's going on with the hurricane clips are going to be kind of a weird scenario. I don't think it's a problem for your insurance now, but if they ever come back and they don't see hurricane clips, they're going to charge you more in your insurance because you don't have hurricane clips. So that's going to be the only concern with that. And I don't know what they're going to do about that as far as like saying, you know, will they put in hurricane clips? You know, I don't know that they will do that. And it probably won't, like I said, it probably won't affect you now, but long term, it might affect you long term in the, in the long run. So anyway, I think it came out really well. So if you have any concerns or questions, feel free to give me a call. Thanks. Make it a great day.